Hello, today we're gonna talk about the Baroque musical period. It started around the 1600 and finished over the 1715. The origin comes from Roman Catholic churches.
Talking about characteristics, this period has simple melodies that evolve into elaborate, flamboyant, and very expressive. Also have modern orchestra instruments that still in use today.
There were new musical forms which were more different and with different combination of instruments. The opera was encouraging of voices and instruments. It appeared accompanying melody, which became very popular.
During the period, there was a rise and a splendor of the accompanied melody.
The similarities of the oratorio and opera are that both are dramatic music and are sung in a church. In both cases, the voices are accompanied by instruments, but the oratorio hasn't a scenery or costume.
Orchestra became also very popular. An orchestra is an ensemble of wood instruments, brass instruments, string instruments, wind instruments, and other percussion instruments.
Other popular musical compositions were concerto, which is a musical composition widely used in interaction soloist in dialogue with the orchestra, a suite, which is an instrumental musical composition that consists of an indeterminate number of movements, each of which is traditionally based on a dance with rhythm, or a fugue, which is a contrapuntal composition technique in two or more voices built in a subject.
Another typical system was the patronage system, when composers did their music according to what their patrons, which were rich, obligated to do what they wanted, even they didn't want it. They have to be employed to survive as musicians.
Bach, Handel, and Vivaldi were instrumental compositors from the Baroque age. They were important because they created most of the music from the period.
Bach was born in Turingia. Handel was born in Halle, and Vivaldi was born in Venice. All of them were instrumental composers.
The first song that we analyze from this period is Four Seasons from Vivaldi. The instrument that sounds the most is violin. Its form is a concerto, specifically concerto grosso, which means a dialogue among a small group as instruments and orchestra.
The second song that we analyzed from this period was titled The Number 6 in C minor. It was composed by Handel, and the most instrument that we listen is the opera. Its form is a fugue, and it's a short main theme. When each boy has entered, the exposition is end.
The last song we analyzed is number 2. Its composer is Bach, and its main instruments are the flute. Its form is suite, and its main characteristic is that it's constructed from individual dance movements, and it starts with an introduction called overture.
Thanks for watching this video and goodbye.